I'm Angelique Grimm, and here is my studio, Leto Tattoo Studio, in Porrentruy, Switzerland. So today I'm tattooing a customer who came from Brussels, especially for that. She's called Cathy. And I will be doing on the inside of her forearm a cat, and the breed of this cat is a Maine Coon. So today on my workstation we'll find one machine. I'm using just one. It's the Cheyenne Unlimited Sol Nova. And concerning the needles, I will be using 3 liner, 7 liner, 7 shader, 9 magnum substage, and 17 magnum substage. And after that I will be using some foam, some soap with my bottle, and paper of course, and caps with dilution or grey. My shop is named Leto Tattoo Studio because it's coming from the name of one of my 8 cats. I have 8 cats in total, but 2 of them have only 1 eye. And what is really special today is that 2 of my cats are from the breed Maine Coon, and I'm going to tattoo a Maine Coon today. So concerning how many pets that I have 8 cats, I have 1 dog, 1 lizard, he's called Biscuit, like Limp Biscuit, and we have 2 rabbits and fishes. We have a really big studio. It's like 400 square meters, so it's quite big. And first of all, we didn't want so big. We just visited a lot, and we had really a big crush for this one because of the lights and the place. We love Porrentruy. And we thought like maybe we could have a big place for the welcoming of the customers and a big tattoo place to have really the own place for everybody and a lot of plants. So Porrentruy is the city where the Leto Tattoo Studio is based, and Porrentruy is a small city in Swiss Jura, Switzerland. Actually, it's really small, but we like this because it's really welcoming. When we walk in the street, people are saying hello to you. And it's small, but we have everything. We have shops, we have everything around is useful. We are 3 residents, 3 tattoo residents in Leto Tattoo Studio. Angelique Grimm, I have my husband, Volodim Grimm, and we have Lumia, she's deaf since the beginning of this year. And we have our manager, Flo. And after that, we welcome a lot of tattoo guests, and most of them are from Poland or East, or Portugal or Spain, Italy. We have 120 guests in total for the moment, and I expect to have a little more, but we just want to have professionals, so we select a lot. I'm working with my husband since 9 years, since I began to tattoo. Actually, I've been with him since 15 years, so I know him by heart. And it's really not difficult at all to work with him, even if he's not far away from here. I'm really speaking with my heart because I'm the most difficult person in the couple. He's not. I have a lot of emotions because I'm hypersensitive and I can go really high and really down. So he's really brilliant with me and he knows how to deal with my emotions. So it's not difficult, just for him. So in the studio, we try to be really open. But most of the time we like to play like metal bands, like Badomans, Bring Me the Horizon, Falling in Reverse, etc. But this is our taste and we try to be more open for customers because sometimes it can be so much. My favorite artists are Matteo Pasqualin, Bakanu Bogdan, Thomas Calijarlier, and Plishka, she's my best friend. And for all these reasons, they are also my favorite artists because they are really good persons and also really good artists and my favorite, my idols. My style is made with love, most of it, and it's about realism, black and grey, animals, just animals, or landscapes sometimes, all about nature and animals. I love it. Like most of the time, I like making portraits of animals, so most of the time this is pictures from my customers, like cats and dogs. But now I have to admit that I'm using a lot of artificial intelligence, yes. And I'm creating a lot of new designs with this, like leopards, red panda, a lot of things like this. Before making realism, I tried to do most of everything, to try and to experiment. But I've been really quick to realism. After 6 months of tattooing, I was making realism. I used to make, before making black and grey realism, I was making some colors sometimes. I didn't have so much askings for that because I was really making much more realism, black and grey. And finally, it's good for me because I really prefer technically making black and grey realism. I used to use a lot of grey colors before, and now I've been back to grey wash. So I'm making my own dilution, but I still keep some grey colors next to it to mix them. I think I have the chance to have tattoo most of the animals I wanted to tattoo, but I would like to make more, in danger animals that can disappear one day, because it's really original and most of the time people want to have tigers or lions, something like this. And I would like more to do this kind of animals, more that you can do in one life, and that's all. The strangest animal I've ever tattooed was a shoebill, and I have a specific story with this tattoo because this customer, she asked me to have this tattoo on the side of the calf, and she was so much in pain, and she was crying and screaming. First of all, she was a little like growling, and in the end of the day, it was having a porno movie in my studio. She was shouting so bad, and I had my headphones, but even with that, I was hearing it, and I was dying inside of my head. My favorite tattoo I've done last year was a Maine Coon portrait, like today. And I would like today to beat this record, and I would like to make it even better. It was a Maine Coon on the side of a calf, and today it looks like a little, so I would like to be even better. Before I was working in a hospital for 4 years, and I was a medical secretary. The best thing about being a tattoo artist is that I'm self-confident. This is the most important, and I feel like I'm able to do something. When I was working in a hospital, I really truly loved what I was doing, but I never had any compliment, just bad words when I was doing something wrong. And here it's sometimes really strange because I have really good comments, and I feel like it's not for me because I don't deserve it. So I'm still learning to have compliments, and this is the best thing I have. The other thing is I love seeing people crying, but in the good way. Like when they discover the tattoo in the end of the day and they are crying because they recognize their dead animals, for example. I'm crying also, and this is the best moment. So in my animal realism seminar, I'm teaching all my techniques because we have a camera on top of the tattoo. And after that, I'm explaining every needles I'm using, every ink, why I'm giving all my secrets inside. And I have 10 tattoos that we filmed in total. The best advice I can give to apprentices is to draw a lot and to select which kind of tattoo they would like to do. They should draw and give the maximum of themselves and have a lot of details. It has to be totally clean. Like this, they can be credible in front of tattoo artists, because now there is so many tattoo artists and a lot of them are talented. So it's more difficult, but if you have the motivation, you can do it. You can still do it. What's next? What I would like to wish for myself is to have the success I would like for the studio, to have more relaxing days for me and to travel more, because since the COVID we didn't travel anymore, but this year I'm going to Japan and Canada just for fun, not for work. And if I can wish something else is to have another studio, maybe in somewhere else in Switzerland. And I would like to, now I don't want to make myself as a priority. I would like to use everything we've built for me in the studio and to make the tattoo artist from here successful also, not for me anymore. This is my biggest wish. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next one.